Hey Leo. Okay, so this reading we're focused on your monthly reading. We're gonna figure out the theme of your month, what's coming, what lessons, challenges, and good things. Are you pre-self with the deck? So we can go ahead and get right into it. All right, what is the theme of June for Leo? Oh God, theme of June for Leo. Oh, oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know that was three cards. Okay, the moon, four coins, and ace of coins. Okay. Oh shit. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind. But definitely June is a month for some of you to leave a relationship. Either leaving a relationship, um, or figuring out that where you're at right now is just not where the place you want to be, whether that's work or a relationship. But it's heavily on relationships, romantic relationship. But it can also translate to family. It's just someone like you're close to, like you have a close bond to, that you did consider like yourself loving. So that could be like an environment that you have loved, or a person that you have loved for. And you're kind of figuring out June's gonna be the month you were kind of figuring out like, wait, yo, I don't think I'm happy here, or wait, I don't think this is healthy for me, I don't think they're healthy for me, or like this is not where I want to be on my path. It's time for me to dip. Like I need to figure out I'm dipping, or you're already in the process of getting out. Um, whoa, Leo, whoa. But yeah, it's definitely, yeah, you've had enough in the month of June. Whatever that, whatever had happened or has even yet to happen, you're just peaking something, or you're just noticing something, and you're like, wait, yeah, it's like just something that causes you to kind of like, to be like, to almost like you're just kind of like, yep, that's my cue. It's like June is like you see your cue to leave and you take it. Okay. What else is coming in June for Leo? I should have known too, because these cards are usually really heavy. And for this shuffle for you guys, they're just feeling really loose and light. I should have known you guys had some tea. Okay, what's coming? What's coming else for Leo in June? It's just like, I was asking like, oh, what's coming for Leo? And it's just like, what do you mean what's coming? We're leaving. There's no coming. It's only going. Okay. What else is happening in June for Leo? How about that? What else is happening in June? Do you like that question better? What's happening in June for Leo? The cards are like, we said all that's happening. They're leaving. Okay, fine. All right. Let's just see. Okay, what lessons are in June for Leo? What lessons? Okay. So we got the Seven of Cups, Ace of Staves, and Ten of Coins. So with these cards, the lessons that are pertaining to June for you are basically like, okay, for one, you're learning to chase your own happiness. So that's always dope. June, you're very much putting your happiness to the forefront. Also, you're taking yourself out of chaos. You're taking yourself out, like, you are noticing a lot of, like, I wouldn't even say unconscious chaos, because it's not like it's happening internally. It's been happening very externally around you. It's just more since now you're really recognizing the chaos for what it is, chaos. Um, you're recognizing it's a type of chaos that you cannot thrive in. It's a type of chaos that you cannot really reach your full potential in. And you're starting to see that, and you're starting to recognize that, and you're starting to accept that. And June is very much where you're going to start being like, okay, no, something's got to change. and they're not changing, and I don't really have the energy to make them change, so I'm gonna do the next best thing. I'm taking myself out of here. Um, yeah. It's like, yeah, and you're like you're seeing people around you that you once admired, that you once respected, that you once really held up to a high regard. You're trying to see like maybe you shouldn't have, or it's a sense of like, oh wait, they're not as grand as I thought. Like it's almost like giving me the point of like, there's someone that you thought that was really smart or really just like really had a handle of things, and you like you have been that person to kind of always like back them up or kind of support them, kind of like really be like, yeah. And then you're starting to see like you're starting to see them start doing stupid things, or just things that just don't have really much common sense to it. And at first you will always be like, you know what, I just don't understand them yet. Maybe I'm just not at their level yet to understand. Maybe this is not something for me to understand. I'm gonna trust them because they, that's the only thing they've shown me to be, is to trust them. And now you're starting to see it like, wait, no, that's just stupid. I don't understand it. And is that because I'm not smart enough? It's because that shit is too dumb for me to understand. Like that's the kind of mentality that's coming out of this. And so the lesson really more of a sense is like you're learning to trust your own happiness, your own quality, your own sense of intelligence, your own sense of common sense. It's like you're starting to trust that when something doesn't make sense to you, it's probably not for you. And it's like instead of like trying to like instead of putting yourself down in these positions, you're kind of like really like stepping up and be like, no, like nah. It's just a straight crust no. Like you're just looking around you just with like almost disgust. I wouldn't say disgust, that's harsh, but like you know what I mean? Like you're just like you're really over it. You really see things for now how they are, and you're like, whoa, I gotta go. Okay. See what challenges they are in May for Leo. Okay. For those of you who are leaving a situation, whether it's a relationship or an environment, because I got the Monty Bank. I forgot the equivalent because like this is like a medieval deck, and I'm still learning all the names and stuff, and I forgot the equivalent of what that is. The Monty Bank. If you guys know, please leave it down below in the comments. And then the Wheel of Fortune. So the challenges that you're gonna face in June is because if you are the one leaving the situation or the person, this one's more pertaining to if you're leaving a person. I guess also if it's a job or workplace or like has to do with a community of people, they're gonna try to hang on to you. They're gonna try to keep you there, not out of any spite or any just like discourse or anything like that. It's just been what's routine. Your presence has been routine. Your presence means a lot to them. Um, your presence is it helps them feel better about themselves because you're naturally at a higher vibration than them or and then the environment, and because of that, it helps people. It helps people it makes people feel better to be around that. But for someone who is on a way higher like vibration than the people around you, it lowers yours. It makes you feel shitty. It makes you feel a little bit like groggy or lethargic or just not at your full potential. And because of that, that's what you said. You're leaving it because you're realizing it's not very helpful for you. But the people around you, they think you're great for them, and that's not a bad thing. It's just not what's good for you at the end of the day. And you can only do so much for people. And if they still refuse to kind of do their own work to raise their own vibration to meet yours and to maybe even raise it higher to help you, then they're not really they're like little energy suckers. And so because they're starting to see like you detaching yourself or you making these moves to kind of pull back, or you just are just really just pulling back, whether that's blatantly or subtly. I hate words. But yeah, as you starting to pull back, they're going to start noticing that, and they're going to start wanting to cling on more to you and wanting to you to still show up for them in the same ways that you have been showing up for them. And you're just no longer going to be in that mind frame to do that. And so the challenge is going to be you trying to figure out how to really detach yourself from this situation, and how to navigate through that, and how to still like maintain like that level of decorum that you seek. Like you don't want this situation to dissolve into just complete like other trash. You don't want it to end on bad terms. You don't want it to end on like ugly in an ugly way. But at the same time, it's like your urge to leave and to get out is becoming very, very stronger and very like just very like apparent in you. And so that urge to get out versus that feeling of being trapped, it's gonna combat within you. And so it's gonna take a toll on you. And so some of you may end up, succumbing to that to that frustration, and that might expel. And for others of you, you might ghost and just say, you know what, I'm not dealing with any of this. I tried. I can't do this. And you're just going to kind of disappear. Others, you're going to be able to, have the patience to do it. I mean, great on you if you do have the patience. I personally would not have the patience. Right? But we're all different, right? So how we navigate that is going to be different for everyone. But yeah. Okay. Let's see what good things are coming in June for you. What's good things in June for Leo? Oh, okay. You know, fuck it. We're gonna take them. Since I didn't get to do the what's coming question for you, I'll just take all of them. Okay, Five of Swords, King of Cups, the Tower, and the Devil. Okay, so yeah, you leaving the situation, whether it's a person or environment, or a group of people, it will be the best decision that you make for yourself. It may not seem like it during this process of them clinging on to you, because if it was like, honestly, like relationships are such complex dynamics. And so it could be it could have been a really good relationship. It could have been a really good person. And not saying that they're no longer that, and then the situation is no longer that. It's just no longer a situation, a person that is best for you. And that's not saying that they're a bad person or it's a bad situation. It's just no longer what's best for you. And it's having to kind of deal with that, like those two voices inside your head saying like you need to leave, and the other voice is like, well, why leave? It's been good so far. Like maybe I just need to stick it out. Maybe this is just a rut. And it's dealing with that kind of almost guilt sometimes too, especially if it's a person that you're leaving, and then especially saying like, especially if they're not a person that's willing to like really just let you walk away, or not seeing the sense of you walking away. It can really be much of a heart puller or heartstring puller. And so like that's going to be something that you're going to have to reconcile with and kind of battle with. But the good thing of June is saying like the decision to choose yourself and the decision to move forward is what's good for you, is what's best for you. And so it's almost saying like not to let yourself be defeated by that feeling of you hurting someone. And yes, that is it's a bad it this is a complicated right? It's for those in those complicated situations, right? For others, it's gonna be a very easy choice because like maybe the person hasn't been the greatest, and maybe that person hasn't, done the best for you. So it's a very easy decision to like leave. For others of you, it's gonna be a very hard decision. And so June is just a card to remind you that you have to choose a decision that's going to be best for you and that person. And sometimes the best decision is to have that distance, is to leave, is to move forward. But like I said, everybody's situation is different, everybody's dynamic is different, and how you choose to deal with it, it's always going to be different. Um, Going forth with the people where it's going to be easy decision for you to leave, where if the person has been toxic or it has been not been the best positive experience, or just very blatantly you have started to see how manipulative or very narcissistic tendencies or anything like that. um you have seen the truth of that, like any like negative things that you're seeing of a person, or anything that you have like that has been like almost like I say you've been with a person for like 10 years, right? And then all of a sudden this last year you haven't seen things about this person that you have never noticed before, but has apparently always been present. And you started talking to other people and they've been like, yeah dude, I thought you knew that, or like, yeah, like they've been like that, or like whatever. I thought, but whatever, you know. And so those things that you're noticing are very much true, and you are seeing the truth of this person. So I guess the good things are is this going to be for you? Is like for some of you, is going to be to be able to have the discernment to really see beyond people's masks that they have presented to you, being able to see past the emotions that you see that you share with somebody and see the truth of them. Um, so yeah, June's gonna be very much a month of just of you kind of like, yeah, it's definitely a month of departure or a month of just closing a chapter in your life. But yeah, I hope you guys resonate with that. Please leave comments down below. Let me know. Helps you better connect your energy. But yeah, feel free to like and subscribe. I usually do personal readings. I've left the link down below in the description box. And hope to see you guys next week for you guys' love readings. But you know, regardless of this, please do come back and see for your love readings. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye.